JJ Young, you scared me there, Avak. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Alright then. If we go to start, we are going to be picking a new faction. Now, since the last time I played, I have these two factions unlocked. That one looks like it's got some missiles. This one just looks interesting. I'm going to give this one to... Sammy D. Sammy D, which faction do you want me to use? The blue ones or the green ones? Think fast, Sammy D. It all rides on this. Hello, Bomb Zero. And I'm doing very well, Great Minds of Earth. Okay, Sammy D wants us to go with green. Very well. However, Dragon Tom asks, could you pick blue possibly? It looks very nice. So what I'll do, Dragon Tom, is we'll go with a blue color scheme. Well, if I can even get a blue color scheme. It doesn't look like I can. Oh no, there we are. I'm going to go for some sort of high contrast there. Kind of a pale, greyish blue. There we are. Let us launch. Now, I've not played with this faction before. So, ooh, interesting looking factory ship there. Alright, enter world. Okay, I've got some sort of charge up laser. Can I hold the charge? Yes. Okay. Some sort of random... They're not really moving around that much. I don't think they're seeking missiles. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got. The data bank. No, go away. Depot. Resource storage. Okay, that's kind of cool. Segment. Segment. Auxiliary hull. Very high amounts of armor here. Auxiliary hull, so the different colors basically. Armor plate, super HP, thrusters, reactor, an awful lot of money on that. Energy generated 1000 a second. The Annihilator, slow but powerful gun turret, 100 damage around, 0.5 rounds per second. Flurry missiles. Rapid fire guided missile launcher. Actually, they are guided. The nuclear option. 24,560 credits. We are not unlocking that. I'm just going to say that now. Heavily armored death launcher. Regenerate 0.2 missiles a second. Regen energy takes 50 per missile. Explode radius 600. Explode damage 1000. Auto firing projectile weapon. Damage 15 per round. Rate 4 rounds per second. Burst size, 4 rounds. Wow, okay. Harvester factory. Gauss beam. 1000 per discharge. My goodness. 125 energy per discharge. The obliterator, 24,300. See, a lot of people were saying, if you've met this faction, your ships are going to die. But clearly I have met it, and I haven't died. I've killed them, in fact. Plasma bolt, 50... per round, 0.5 rounds a second. This has a range of 1,800. It has more damage than the nuclear option. Armor spike. Okay, well, this is an interesting faction, certainly. Okay. Let's see then. Press 1 to modify the ship. So we've got some plasma bolts. Auto-firing projectile weapon. So I've got no choice over that. Got a lot of thrusters around here. My goodness, we've got a lot of thrusters. Segment, armor plates. So that's protecting my core. You know what? Let's get some more armor plates there then. All of the armor plates to protect the core. In fact, let's get even more armor plates back there. There we go. Now, as for you, I would prefer you to be there. Because you can fire a little bit faster that way. More gauze beams, perhaps? How much do these cost? 450p each. What am I not connected to? Why am I not connected to things? Oh, I see. That does not connect properly. Right, well that makes an awful lot of sense. Crazy amounts of sense, in fact. Get rid of that. Armor plate is 1p. Yeah, we'll take a couple of armor plates at the front then. Well, just one. Okay, we've made very little difference to this, but we'll see how it goes. Let's pull all of these parts back together, thank you. Okay, well, I see why there's no point in having that set up. It is because we respawn the missiles so fast that you won't get a chance for both of them to load up. Wow, these ships look amazing. Look at that. It's getting close. I can't get in close, apparently. Okay, we'll follow the objectives. But I'm liking this race, but they've got very limited options in a way. Okay, and my lord, they're tearing me apart. Gotta get out of here if I can. Oops, a daisy. There we go. We're free. Almost dying. My automatic weapons are opening fire on things, thankfully. Stop hitting me with all of your crazy shots. No! Damn it! What are you aiming for? Yikes, 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 yikes. That will hurt if I hit into that. Ugh. Start launching missiles. Launch all of the missiles. Every single missile should be launched. Also charge up the awesome death beams. That did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Okay, launch more missiles. And spin around again. Need to try and come at you from the front. No, okay, fair enough. We are not doing enough damage to take out those shields, I feel. Really not nearly enough. No, please don't kill me. That would be particularly cruel, I feel. Just try and get these fully charged and fire. Nope, out of range. Right, let's charge them up again then. You know what would be good? So I set these up to auto fire. I think that would be much better. There we go. They'll do their own thing now. The only issue is I have to basically come in and face it when I want to fire my main gauze beams. So, you know what? Let's just leave that behind. Let's go elsewhere. We need more ships in our fleet, really, to survive this encounter, I feel. Hello. I feel a little bit more confident with taking you on. There we go. We've killed an enemy. Good times. You gads. Okay, you're doing more damage to me than I would have hoped, and I also have no means for shields. Yikes. Please help. There we are. Ah, you grabbed all of the goodie that I was expecting from that engagement. Oh no, this is gonna hurt. Thankfully my armor is taking a huge amount of damage from him. No, come on. Let's go, 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 flee. Ah, I got stuck between a bunch of missiles and a plant. Okay, well, let's continue to roam around. Actually, you know what? I think we need to increase... Oh, we're not even close to increasing that. How about we get some actual armor plates then? Harvester might not be bad. There we are. Trade 100 R to a spawner. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Ooh, I might be able to get this one active though. There we go. Fantastic. Right, what other ships have we got? We've got the Scythe and we've got the Scarab. Well, the Scythe is what I've currently got, so that's fine. Let's go get a couple of other things if we can. A few more stations wouldn't go amiss. What do you get? Death. Launch all of the everything. Also, please stop lasering me, you tiny little ships. Oh my lord. Death is happening to me right now. There's lots of little drones and they're being... I can't seem to get away from this stupid block because all of my thrusters are pointing into it. Ah! I'm free! Flee while we can! Phew. Okay, let's head down here and see if we can't... No, there's almost no way we're going to unlock this, but we'll give it a try. They've built a station on our station. How diabolical. Alright, there we go. Let's hoover up these resources if we can. More resources need to be hoovered up and delivered to the station. There we go. That's what we want to see. Lots of credits. This way, we can just sink a good... Well, actually, again, a factory would go to it too. But then I kind of want to start sinking more into our power. Ideally, it would be great if you would stop attacking me. Honestly. And also great if I could stop having to use these giant gauze beams to try and just take out tiny little drones. That would also be ideal. I need to flee. Let me go. Get down to my cockpit. Oh my lord, I'm about to be killed by drones. No! Beam drones, stop! Why? Oh, you scallywags, you. I was slain by drones. How embarrassing. On the plus side, I should be able to get down here and pick up all of that. There we are. Okay. Avag, the description on the spike says it increases melee damage. Does that mean you could charge into things? Let's have a quick look at that. That was asked by Psycho. So... where does it say this? Segment armor spike. Melee damage multiplier 500%. Wow. Yes. Yes, it does appear that is what it means. I'm going to get a little bit more sea. Then we're going to start upgrading our ship, I think. Just get that out of the way. Now then. Don't want to play with you, honestly. Would rather find my station up here. Ah, bad times. Need to move out of there. No, don't want beam drones killing me. Thank you. Absolutely lowest priority to be killed by beam drones. Go, go, go. Ah, really? There are plants. There are plants in the way. Ah, this is terrible. Flee! Maybe I'll be lucky. Yes, maybe. Quickly, get in there. Hold position for as long as possible. It's mine. Haha! Now flee! I'm going to die for that. Yes. But the station will build itself, and I will have a permanent base. Right. Okay. Now, spend all of those credits on increasing the power allotment for the ship. Now let's increase the ship. Basically, we want to make this out of spikes. All of it. out of spikes. So, we'll start by replacing all of the parts that were there. We want to rotate that around. No, we didn't. We actually wanted it this way. And little by little, we will create a much more heavily armored ship. I want to rotate that. Damn it, I'm copying when I don't mean to. And the only problem is, I'm not sure if these connect the same way. They look to. Unfortunate side of this is that we're paying an awful lot just to have these armor sections, but when you imagine how much damage we could possibly do, and the reason why I'm going to the effort of putting all of these in the inside as well is just in case like a drone gets in there, then I can use this to quickly dispatch it. So there we are. 750 versus 350. Can I increase this at all? Not as much, but I can increase it somewhat. So let's have that one there. We'll drag out all of this and slide that up. Is that everything we need? Yes. There we go. Now this looks significantly more deadly. What I would like... Can I get that in there? Well, I suppose I could leave that segment in there. Then build off. Like so. Can we shrink it? No. Well, that is indeed a shame. Don't want these on the inside. And we don't want two of these, we want one. There we are. And one down there as well. There we go. Now that is starting to look significantly more deadly. And Brostump, your ship needs more Dakar Havoc. I kind of agree with that, yes. It does want a factory though. We don't quite have enough for a factory. I could sacrifice some things to get one though. I'm not making use of these nearly as much as I should, so why not have a factory in the front? I believe this makes sense. And then we'll add armor plates around the outside. Why is this suddenly such a small build? These must be crazy expensive. Yeah, they are. Considering I'm barely using them. That's odd. I guess it isn't that odd, actually. But what I can do is I can have them attached here and here. Actually, yeah, I kind of like that. Gives a neat aesthetic. Not... Oh, I thought for a second that I must not have something connected because that just really is not enough armor, but apparently I do. Apparently everything is, in fact, connected. Very well. We will continue. Ah, yeah. What have I done? I have no idea what I just did there. Something bad, though, I assure you. There we go. Slide that in there. Copy that down. There we are. Right, you can go. We'll have an armor plate there. Have another armor plate here. We're going to replace a lot of this with armor plates. That won't fit. That is a shame. That would have been a perfect position to put an armor plate. We are making this extremely tanky at this point. My goal here is to have a very difficult to kill ship. Well, for obvious reasons. You know, don't really want anything to be able to kill us, but realistically, there's going to be a lot of things that can. We just want to reduce the number of those. We could have a few more thrusters, actually. Have that there, you there. Now, we've lost our flurry missiles, but honestly, I'm okay with that, given what we've gained. However, how about I move these forward, like so? Could I fit one of these in behind? I could. I approve. How about we rotate that around? Kind of like that, actually. Gives us even more death spikes at the front. Now let's go around and replace all of these armor sections as well. I'm not actually going to have armor sections here. I actually quite like the effect we get when we've just got it like that. We want these down there. These ones will be replaced because they're functional. They're actually anchoring thrusters, but these ones can just leave. Though, that said, if I could get that to nestle in there properly, I can't though. No. Okay, that looks like all we're going to be able to get done. Except for the fact that we can now do this, which is actually quite useful. Only we won't be able to let any of the ships out. That'll have to do. Okay. We've now got a big old factory. I approve of this. Enormously. Let's see if this will actually work. Okay, let's see how this one goes. And... nope. Thank you very much for the delivery there. I'll wait for all of the armor to be built first so I can actually test out whether this factory can spawn something. I'm going to want a scarab in there. Okay, that's all of my armor built. And go ahead. Oh dear. Bad place for you. No, no, he's straight out. Fantastic. In fact, we might... based on the way that looked, might even be able to get away with this, honestly. Let's see if that'll work. Can we still spawn another scarab? Yes, we can. Oh, fantastic. And it just launches straight out. That works amazingly well. Can we fit anything? Well, as much as that does work, it does kind of look a little bit weird. How about something like this instead? That looks a little bit less weird. No, that won't work. I'm fairly certain that won't work. But what we can do is have gauze beams in the front, maybe. No, probably not. Okay, well, that's good enough for now. We'll save that, and we'll head out on our merry way to destroy our enemies. Which enemies should we destroy first? Let's go and destroy these ones up here. Hello? Hello? Is it the Borg enemies? I would very much like to destroy the Borg enemies. Or, you know, you. You can also be destroyed. And... damn it, I need to get in close so I can smack him with my armors. Charge! Melee damage! Kapow! My lord, he has destroyed me utterly. I'm doing more damage to him, mind you, but... charge! And again. I'm not doing nearly enough damage with all of this armor. I am a little bit disappointed. Oh dear, oh dear. Bad place, bad place. Move. Forward. Thrusters. Engage. Take me away from this horrible place. This is not a place of goodness. I have no forward thrusters anymore. Oh, drat. I didn't even... well, I managed to kill one of them, I suppose. That didn't go so good. I'll be honest with you, that actually went badly. Okay. Well. I think we need to rethink of this. Honestly, I don't feel that I'm using these nearly enough to warrant having them, so let's replace it with more DACA instead. Actually, just place that there. I kind of like having those anchored like that. Got a lot of available space on this now. But as for as useful as they are, I'm just not using them. Let's pop that in as well so we can draw more stuff toward us. In fact, let's get rid of this. Place that in there instead. And then coat this with armor. There we go. This is an interesting faction, but it does seem like the more interesting parts of it come from getting the stupidly powerful weapons that you can unlock. Have the plant faction grown so aggressively, or is it the Borg? I think it's the Borg down there, actually. Do you fancy coming along with me? Yes, fantastic. Come with me. I wish for us to go and destroy someone utterly. Hello? Hello? There we go. Many shots being fired now. Good times. This is much better than the other one. Oh, you get. Try and ram him. Oh, drat. He died soon after, though. And my other ship got blown up as well. Well, Kikirans is off to bed, for they are tired. Take care, Kikirans. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And also Slimbrick, take care. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Let's spawn plenty of ships to aid us in these fights. There we go. Together, we shall hopefully destroy something. Ooh, let's try not to smack my thrusters into a wall. And also, get through here and engage you. There we go. More Daka. More of all of the Dakas. This is much better than actually just ramming it. My goodness. There we go. Spawn more. We will overwhelm them with numbers. Ye gads, that hurt. Please stop. I do not like it. No, no, still don't like it, actually. As it happens, 100% still not liking. Ah, drat. Well, I think I've got an idea of what we really need to build for this faction. So, what we're going to do is this. Going to start again. That costs 0 people, but I'm thinking we'll just make this out entirely out of these components. We'll build some armor plates over there. We'll have thrusters attached in the insides. And yes, I'm basically making a chunky fighter, much like I did during many of the ships I made for the 10 days of reassembly. Let's get all of these out. I could easily have these attached in there, but I just flat out don't want them. I'd rather have firepower. Because these bricks, 1,000 health. That is an enormous amount of health. One thing I'm lacking at the moment, though, is just simple power generation. Let's bring this down. Can I grow these? I can. Didn't even think of that. But I can. It has 4,000 health. Well, that makes sense. Let's get plenty of thrusters down here. There we go. Now I'm going to want a reasonable amount of side thrust. And more of these guns. I want this expanded out. And no, before you worry, I have not lost my mind. I'm not going to make... Well, I'm going to try and not make an ugly ship. I mean, I can't promise I won't, but... That is my intent, is to make a nice looking one. Well, we do want a factory. Ideally back here, honestly. Given that... I always prefer to have the factories at the back rather than at the front. Let's get that there. Let's get an armor plate down here. Can we grow this? Oh my lord, we can. But before we do, let's just armor the side of this first. And shrink that down. There we go. That's what we like. So we've got a protected area for our construction. I'm going to want to expand this out. Can't quite do that. Okay. How about having some spikes protruding from the back here? Still not a particularly well armored section at the back here, though. Not liking that. If I move that up there, can I move this down? Yes, I can. Okay, well actually I like that a lot more. It's connected on 2 points, which is pretty good. Okay, so this thing has got an awful lot of thrust, which is ideal. Got a decent, well, reasonably decent amount of firepower on the outside as well. It's got a harvester. Okay, liking it so far. But we absolutely must get this shape a little bit better back here. Because it's just, right now, it's rather ugly. And we don't do ugly. No, no, no. This shall not be an ugly duckling. It will not be another of Akenstein's monster. Though I'm wondering if I can avoid that. Let's shrink this down. Mirror it, perhaps? Actually, I kind of like that aesthetic in a way. There we go. And mirror these around. Right. Well, still not entirely satisfied with this shape. But it's going somewhere at the moment. It's a very heavy ship, though. Very, very heavy ship. The mass is enormous. Perhaps what I'm going to need then... How much mass is on these? Only 10. Okay, we're going to replace the internals with the least massive of these. Yeah, something like this, I think. Went overboard a little bit with the rest of the design, but we should be okay. As long as I replace the internal structure with as much of... Ooh, that's not quite what I wanted to do. With as much of this as possible, then I imagine we'll be okay. There we are. Let's see. Oh, actually, it looks like everyone in chat noticed it as well. That I had far too heavy of a ship. There has to be a trade-off. To have, you know, enormous armor, there's got to be something that you're going to lose. So, of course, in this case, it'll be that it's going to lose its maneuverability because it's going to get so heavy. I'm going to keep that there, though. In fact, I'm going to armor this one as well. I don't want these cubes being lost. In fact, you know what? Let's get rid of that entirely. And then fill out with that instead, because the mass is a lot lower on these. There. Take that out. Fill the armor cubes along there. Probably still an enormously heavy ship, though. How about we continue that theme along here, though? Yeah, actually, kind of like this idea. Let's move all of this along. Now, I need a lot more turning right at the back here, though. So these points here where they turn, not as useful to me. Let's get rid of these. Actually, thinking about it, probably best not to get rid of those specific components. We want turning up here instead, so... Oops, that's not quite what I wanted to do, but okay. Go with this. Turn that around, there we go. Lose one from there. We're also going to want to... Can we turn this around? Actually, yes, we can. But what I would like to do instead is armor this front section a little bit more. Get rid of that. Pull this down. Ah, we can't. Try it. That is not quite what I wanted. Oh, wait, no. I think... No, we can't. Drat and double drat. I would much rather connect this. So, I'm going to go ahead, bring that down. This is going to allow me to have one extra thruster. Let me move this back a second. There we go. Right, that's a little bit better. We can add in some extra armor on the outside then. Actually, if we go with this armor, it'll be a little bit better as it'll still allow us to have one extra thruster. There. What it doesn't allow, however, is for a nice surface for me to build off of, and I hadn't really kept that in mind. It's the whole point of adding these armor blocks on that side. Okay, right then. I think we're getting someplace. Let's shrink this down for now. And this one. There we go. I'm not really going to know how much mass I've got on this until I try to actually fly it, so I'm not going to worry too much about that for just the time being, but it is something I definitely need to perfect. And we'll shrink that down, have some actual spiky bits. Okay. I think this is a reasonable ship, actually. Want more firepower, though. Yes. Okay. Let's rename this. It shall be named the Snow Song Wolf. Let's see if the Snow Song Wolf can actually do anything. Slow down, Snow Song Wolf. The front should be symmetrical, I believe. Defet just said, Avak, make the front symmetrical. As far as I can tell, it is. I may have missed something out. Oh, yes, I have. No. Yes, I have missed something out. I do apologize. Let me correct that. Thank you very much for pointing that out to me. There we go. Actually, I prefer it like this. Might actually prefer it like this. Yes, I kind of do. Now, this armor is so far back from the front that we can probably safely replace it as well with lighter armor. There we are. Most armor is now actually on the outside, and the inside is generally fairly light. Okay, Snow Song Wolf, once again, let's get back up there. And yes, Leo the Jester, I am at half my power, but I want to see how this works first. It has not got nearly enough turning potential, I fear. Is that one of ours? It is. Fantastic. Also, let's spawn some stuff. We want a lot more of those cannons on this. We do not turn nearly fast enough. Also, I can't quite force these to point at things. Let's try and just cut my way through. In fact, I can cut my way through. That is so much easier. Just cut my way through the asteroid as well. There we are. Head back. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mean to melee my own ships. I apologize. Profusely. Profuse apologies. Let's see if we can't get up there. Join in the destruction. Fantastic. More. Must spawn more. Charge. Cut our way through. Oh, I do like being able to just ram asteroids, though, and break them apart. My thrusters don't like it, or at least they didn't like it. Now they're actually internal to the structure. They're surviving much better. There we go. And you, please. And now you. Ah, this is much better. Thank you very much for all of the R. And Dragon Tom, Alak, what is your favourite meal? That's a hard one. Again, favourite meals like favourite teas, it's all down to my mood. I guess spaghetti bolognese, I'm very, very partial to. Carbonara, pretty partial to. I also am very, very fond of shepherd's pie. Wood pigeon cooked in wine, really delicious. It's really hard. I can't pick one. That's just not gonna happen, I'm afraid. Absolutely not possible. Try and burrow our way through. The plus side to using our ship to burrow its way through things as well is that we're always there when it dies. We're right on top of it. As a result, we will generally get all of the resources straight away, even if there are other things nearby that could absorb it. Okay. I think we can do a little bit more work on this, actually. We've got quite a lot to play with. That won't fit. So I'll just have one for now. We'll armor it. Is there any particularly good armor that I could use here? Could I do that on both sides? Yes, I can. Okay. Can I then do this? Oh, I can. Even more spiky bits at the front. But now I actually have a gauze beam. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's get rid of more of the internals and place cannons there instead. And we'll get rid of you as well. Place another cannon. Is there anything else I want to replace with cannons? Possibly here. Take these points away, replace with cannons too. My lord, you can have a lot of cannons on this design. Egad. Okay, we finally reached the limit. Let's get rid of that then. We'll get this... no, we'll actually go with these. There we go. So, we've maxed out this ship currently. Snowsong Wolf has been greatly improved. All of the Dakar. Every single tiny little bit. And... Pshow. We'll keep that fully charged. And then just burrow into things. You know, I'm actually quite pleased with this ship so far. I can see why so many agents... Now I recognize the parts. I can say that I've seen a lot of agents with ships made of these components. And I can see why. Damn it, I want to kill it. Aha! Sniped. Wow. It's a station. One of ours. I'm so sorry, station. I'm just kind of charging into you here. I do apologize. And yes, longer for more turning thrusters is actually a really good idea from Wubble. I shall see what I can do, Wubble. Also, I would really like those components. I would like to make more stuff. More stuff. Many more ships to join the fleet. Fantastic. Deliver all of the resources to me, please. I approve enormously. There we go. We've actually got a sizable fleet at this point. Let's go for him. Feel a little bit bad, but not bad enough. There we go. Next, let's go and grab this factory over here. I'll just go through you if we can. Right. Got a couple of enemies just kind of clustered around. Should be able to easily wipe these guys out before they can do anything to us. And there's a station down here. Oh look, it's one of me. Hello. I would like to burrow through you. Don't mind me. It'll be over much faster if you stop fighting it. There we go. Right, let's actually go in here. How much are you? You're actually not that expensive. Let's start making a couple of these as well. Deliver unto me resources. Oh. Oops. I was wondering what that complaint was about. Right. Got a couple of stations up here. Now, if I make more and more of myself that have factories on them, then it's going to be remarkably useful later on. Because as we move through areas, we'll basically repopulate them with our own faction. Hello. Please allow me to dig into you. Also you. I'll just got to grab that. There we go. I do need more turning thrusters though. My lord, do I need more turning thrusters. Egads. Is that another one of me? Yes, I believe it is. Just try and draw some of the firepower away. Now, the nice thing about these melee weapons, doesn't matter about shields. You can go straight through them. And they've got so much health. I have lost some of my turning thrusters, though. There we go. Now let's just chill out for a little bit. While everything around us dies. There we are. We're spawning little stations, which is actually quite cool. You know what? Let's make a couple of little small station ships. And I'm probably going to be playing this for about another 15 minutes, I think. Actually, let's go over here first. I've got quite a lot that I can spend. I can get an annihilator. Slow but powerful gun turret. Plasma bolt. Does 50 a round. It's got the same firing rate. It's got a much larger splash damage. Takes a fair bit more power to fire. But it's got the same speed of a turret. Costs far more than double the price though, but no, we'll take it. Right, so given that I'm going to make a station, or just at least a small a denizen for areas we've conquered, let's set you up with plenty of armor. Because it'll make people's brains itch. Yeah, we'll have these like this. I don't want a little bit more than that. Also have these arrayed around it. It's a little bit more than we can actually store at the moment, so let's not go for that. I believe there is a depot. Reasonable storage capacity. In fact, let's get rid of those and put a depot in there. We'll do it on all sides. This way, this thing can store up quite a lot of resources and then deposit them once someone comes to pick it up. There we go. And I suppose we could add these just for extra DACA. And if we can keep this under 1,000, I'd be happy. There we go. So that's actually quite a nice little ship. Though one thing it does lack is a harvester. Okay, well, this side will be a harvester then. Just so that it can pull in those resources a little bit better. Right, this shall be named the Citrus Chimera. There we are, Citrus Chimera, and also, hello. I'm glad that you are pleased to hear from me today. Let's add that in there. Also, let's go into control mode, and we shall add a Citrus Chimera to each one of these. Oh wow, you've got platforms. I'm going to take one of those. Don't actually want that. We'll leave it there though. Let's fill you out with platforms though. There we go. That should allow us to do some pretty interesting things, I imagine. Ouch. You just burrowed through the front of my ship. How rude. I disapprove. Enormously. Go. Go, go. Destroy. Utterly. Everyone get down there and destroy them. That's right. Then deliver the resources to me. Damn. Went through a couple of my ships, actually. Oh, there we are. Let's get up there. Some missiles might be actually quite good on this ship, but right now I would very much like to have the ability to turn a little bit better. Wow, we've taken a lot of damage, eh? We did take an awful lot of damage. I kind of need the armor to be much further out on the sides to give me more protection. Alright, let's make a Citrus Chimera there. That can protect this area for us. It's actually doing rather well. I like it. We'll just make a bunch of Citrus Chimera all over the place. And they can just launch missiles everywhere. It'll be glorious. There we go. Now with that much firepower, it should be able to overwhelm the shields. Just... don't want to get too close. Shields come back up a little bit faster for my liking. Charge! It is exposed! There we go. More awesome things. Okay, well, there's a factory just up this way, so let's go up there. Hello, Phantom Killer! Hey. Let's not get too hasty, shall we? Destroy all of the ships they've left to try and dissuade us from activating our station. Don't bump the station! Makes it hard enough to get in there and activate it as it is. There we go. Also, I need more resources. Ah, good. They're making more Citrus Chimeras. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, let's enter command mode. Make sure that you're all building interesting things. I don't know. Well, I guess you can make that friendly base, I suppose. You, however, mostly Citrus Chimeras and some platforms. Hello, Bit01. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Though I'm afraid Reassembly is about to be wrapped up in about 10 minutes. that an enemy? Oh wait, I'm in command mode. That would explain my inability to do anything. Take you out if we can. There we go. Quite a lot of these scallywags around here, aren't there? I appear to be losing some of my fleet. I don't approve. I don't approve one little tiny bit. Hello there. Okay, just made another Citrus Chimera to hold this position. Launch all of the missiles! Now we're starting to see an awful lot of station ships in our fleet, which is great. Means our fleet has mobile spawn bases. I'm just going to burrow my way into this ship. Come here, you. There we go. Reverse! I actually have no reverse engines anymore. I forgot. I took them all away. Drat. Ouch. Okay, let's take this on. It looks like some sort of mobile station. Also pick up all of these resources. You know what? I actually think this fleet is doing really well. We've got a fairly nice, diverse set of ships. We haven't got too many yet, but we are spawning quite a lot as we go. I don't want to lose my fleet because I get too far away from them, though. That's kind of an annoying part of the game. If you make a fast flagship, the rest of your fleet just will never catch up, and you'll eventually just lose them. Let's try and take you out if we can. Oh, yikes. I flew straight into it. Why? I could see it coming and everything. That's right. Drive him into the explodey asteroids. Don't drive me into them, though. Try to avoid the explodey asteroids yourselves if you possibly can. Right. There is a station here. There is also an enemy ship that must be destroyed. There we go. Now the interesting thing with this is because my cannons are auto-targeting, I have absolutely no control of them. I can't tell them what to target. Even if I lock targets, they'll just shoot at whatever they feel like it, really. Unless they're automatically... Oh, they're automatically set up as point defense. Aha. Actually, no, we do kind of want them set up as point defense, come to think of it. Otherwise, I'm going to have issues with missiles. Right. What can we unlock? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We can unlock a reactor soonish. How I would like to have this. But instead, we're going to invest lots into being able to upgrade our ship. And that'll probably be the last, or rather, what I end up doing for the rest of this section of the stream. Right, we want to take all of the front away. We want to completely redesign it. Same on both sides. Want more armor on the outside. Start pulling this in, actually. Much turning potential. Oh wow, they really do add so much so quickly. Kind of impressive. And horrible at the same time. Right, we want to expand that out down here. And you know what? I would kind of like to rotate this around a little bit. How about we do this? There we go. Slide that in there. Now we can conceal those sections. Yes, actually I quite like that. In fact, I like that enough to do this. There we go. We're going to want one of these shrunk down in there. Alright, now we've got a lot of forward thrust and turning thrust. What we do not have much of yet is reverse thrust, and that is something that needs to be changed. Because it is becoming a bit of a concern. How about we rotate this around? No? Try it. No, there's absolutely no way I can get that to work unless I do something like this. Then possibly. Yes, actually I can. Let's get rid of that, move this over. There we go. I have no idea what I'm doing in the middle here, but I'm hoping it'll look okay. Got a feeling it might not, though. No, I dislike this shape. That, however, is something I like. Yes, I like that a lot. And let's have these orientated like this, and have these little bits on the side there so that it's slightly more interesting shape. There we go. And at some point we could possibly, in fact we could probably just fit one of these in there. Beam to go straight down the middle. That looks like a very awkward shape now though. How about this instead? Yeah, I actually really quite like this. Still kind of flimsy on the sides, and I'm not sure about that, but in some ways it's okay. And what we could do possibly as well is fit in two of the smaller guns again. On both sides, maybe? Yes. Okay, well, I feel that that has drastically improved the damage potential of this craft. Move that back. Just a tad. There. Looks very insectile, though. As many of my ships do. And yes, I would be able to fit 2 of these beams, but for the cost, which is, unfortunately, quite significant. Oh, wait, cancel. I want to do a couple of other things. Yes, this is what I want to do. I want to increase the amount of resources this ship can store. There we go. There we are. This can now afford to build quite a few larger ships. Oh, you got probably a terrible place to try and rebuild my ship, though. Fire all of the bullets. I would like that set up to ripple fire. Point defense never does that, though. In fact, you know what? Put most of these on auto fire with ripple fire. That will maximize the damage output, regardless of when they're trying to fire. So basically, it'll fire them in sequence rather than all at once to try and maximize how much damage it's capable of doing. There we go. Let's get in a little bit closer. That's what we like to see. A lot more damage being done. Lost a little bit from the front there because I got hit by so many large shots all at once. Dragon Tom, will you name it the Beetle Brick? No, I've already named it after someone. That's rather rude of you, Dragon Tom. Not dapper at all. Avak, I know you've named this after another viewer, but please will you rename it my idea, because my name is a much better name. You scallywag, you. Right. I think we're going to wrap this little stream up. I'm just going to quickly go and take out whatever lies up here, hopefully, and not die. Unlock this outpost, and then we are going to go through a wormhole. And I will send this off to trouble someone in the distant futures. Maybe you will come up against this fleet. Maybe you will not. Who can say? But hopefully you will have fun if you do. And by fun, I mean, hopefully you will lose. But you'll enjoy losing. Right, there we are. Let us go down and straight to this wormhole. Also, pick up these resources on the way. Then build something. I'm not sure what we just built. It looks like it was a scythe. Honestly, as much as I was thinking initially that this wasn't a particularly good faction, except for its super weapons, which I assumed was going to be the be-all end-all of the faction, to be fair, it's actually really good. I'm really, really enjoying using it. But I think part of that probably comes down to the fact that I understand how to build ships a little bit better these days. So I do build ships a little bit better. And so my fleets tend to do a little bit better when it comes to just roaming around. Let's get in here and send this off. We're going to stay here, but I'm going to send this out to trouble someone elsewhere. There we go. Right. That is it for this part of the stream. Now,